Well, good morning from Three Islands Crossing State Park, located in, Glenns Ferry? Glenns Ferry, Idaho. We're right down on the Snake River, and we got here, yesterday, so this is our, day before yesterday, actually. So, okay, we are in, there are two loops, let me tell you. There's two loops in this camp. One's wagon wheel, and the other is trail loop. And we were down in the trail loop. There's kind of two levels. Wagon wheel's up a little higher, and then you drop down towards the river for the trail loop here. We're in site 53. I'll show you that in a minute. This is a great campground. There are trails everywhere to walk or ride your bike. There's an Oregon Trail Interpretive Center, which is really neat to go through. I'll have some pictures of that. It's a great place for the dogs. Lots of trails and lots of room to walk the dogs. And I'll show you here. It's pretty, lots of trees and some open spaces. So it's great. And some of the trails go right down to the Snake River. There's also an 18-hole disc golf course here. So we played some of that, and we'll see some pictures of that. And yeah, they've got some neat stuff. Of course, Three Island Crossing is on the Oregon Trail, and the reason they talk about that is that's where the Oregon Trail crossed the Snake River. There's three little islands out there, and they kind of just went from the one shore to the island, and then back to the next shore. So, and they also have one of the ferries that later on they had a ferry that you could ferry the immigrants over with their wagons and teams and stuff, and they have one of those down there, and you can see where they cross, because there's two big structures where they ran the rope or a cable across to pull the ferry over. So yeah, pretty interesting little campground. I'll show you our site here, and they're pretty nice sites. Okay, here we go. Morning sun shining in there. This is site 53, and got some of these sites that kind of just be back into almost a common driveway, but they're split here, so that shows you what that's like. They're not all like that. They just got a couple of them, and then you can see the next one over here. But then this campsite, this loop anyway, goes around this whole large green area. Lots of trees, so if you're in here in the summer, you're going to have a lot of shade. The only thing you got to watch for, if you got dogs that like to chase squirrels, there are a lot of squirrels here, and our dogs are listening to them now. But anyway, that's what the sights look like, and it sounds like the dogs have spotted some squirrels right now. A little bit of the backside. The water's kind of up front. I'm not hooked up to that, but then the power pole's in the back, so works out pretty good. Fire pit for this one is out behind here, behind the site. And like I say, there's formal trails, and then off the back side of ours, there's a little trail that heads out and connects into the main trails. I'll take you out and show you that. Yeah, here's a little trail, comes out here, goes over this log. And they got this huge area here. Big open pasture area. Now let me show you here. Swinging around. And it's almost a little road. It's a little overgrown with grass. And up there on that hill, as you can see, that's the wagon wheel. So it's elevated above the rest of it here. And the building over there is the Oregon Interpretive Center. And that area down there is starting to get some fall colors there. That is the day use area that also has some cabins to rent over there. And that's part of where the golf course goes. Golf course continues and goes down through all this area here. I'll take you a walk down. We'll look at the river. Yeah, here's a trail going down here. We're heading down to the Snake River down here through here. Cute little trail. They got it all tree covered like this. And for anybody that likes to do disc golf, here's a typical, this is hole number 7 here. And they got these concrete pads. Whoop. Yeah, one of the rangers just came by heading out here. But yeah, anyway, they got the nice concrete pads. Little thing here shows you 7, shows you where it tells you the par, the length of this hole, and where the basket is. And you can't really see the basket from here. It goes down through this opening and around the corner a little bit. Yeah, I can kind of just barely see it here, but not in this, probably not in the film. Okay, let's continue down. I'll show you what the river looks like. Okay, I'm walking out this, kind of like a little peninsula that sticks out here. And because I got water, I'll just show you here real quick. Got water on this side, and I got the main river on this side. I'll take you up here to this opening and we'll take a good look at it. And there's the Snake River. Really no beaches here per se, but yeah, there's the Snake River. It's real calm right here where in front of me, barely moving at all. It's like it's a little point where it kind of just swirls around, but I don't know if you can see it out there. But you can see the river really moving, not real fast, but it's definitely moving out there. But yeah, it's kind of real calm right in here, like it's kind of a little backwater area. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Okay, here's the little info sign here on the Snake River ferries. And there's an actual ferry right there. Yeah, that's see the ramp there they had. And there's the cable. And I will swing it around. We'll walk out here. And right straight ahead of me is one end of the cable anchor. I guess that's where they had it anchored here. You can see the cable here. Yeah, so there's a good shot. Yeah, there's the cable anchor here. And if you walk over here, I don't know how well it'll come out in this camera. Maybe I'll zoom in, but yeah, straight across there you can see the little A-frame structure on the other one. Also, on the side of those hills over there, one of those slants coming down are part of the old Oregon Trail where they came down and then went down there. And right down there, you can kind of see them, are the 3 islands in the river there where they made their crossing. Yeah, we're at the 3 Island Crossing State Park, and they got a Oregon Trail Interpretive Center. So I'm gonna go ahead down there and go through that. But before you get there, they got this little display of the kinds of wagons they used. A big green one there, green and yellow. And there's that type of, hopefully the shows up even though I got shade there. Conestoga wagon. Little information on that. And this one, here's the kind of interesting. Here they actually took some wagons and did a wagon train all the way back east to Valley Forge. And this wagon here is actually one that made the trip. Yeah, quite the wagon. These signs over here talk about the Three Island Ford. Apparently there's 3 islands out in the Snake River, or there were at that time. I don't know how well that is going to come through, but I'll take a scan of it. And they crossed by going from one island to another to get across the river here. Probably be something more down below in the Interpretive Center. And I guess this one says you can actually see the trails. I think that's them right there, kind of in the center of the picture. There's 2 lines coming down. And it looks like those are the trails that you could see them. They can actually let's see, on a sunny day you can actually see the trails a little better, but that's where they are. Yeah, here's another wagon down here at the Interpretive Center that we were looking at. This one has one of the seats on there, and they got the canvas top on too. Quite an interesting one. They got like they got a little step there to climb on board, and a little thing on the side probably for hold a barrel of water. Yeah, quite a long wagon though. This one's quite long compared to the other ones. There's a little interesting thing they showed. There's a list of stuff you need to take on the typical Oregon trip. All the way down there. And there's the stack of it there. We headed back down to the day use area so I could give a try on the disc golf course down there. And of course, coming down there, we noticed one thing to make it more interesting: the sprinklers were going. So anyway, that gets to be kind of interesting, timing your walkthroughs through the sprinklers. But anyway, Karen's with the camera, and I'll just do some disc golfing and get an idea of the course. The first 5 holes, if I remember right, are up in the day use area, and then it goes out into the woods and comes back into the day use area, and then like holes 14 through 18 are actually in the day use area also. So anyway, enjoy. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and hit the subscribe button so you can follow along on our journeys.